Hello everybody, it's Dr. Steve back with another episode of Core Wellness TV with the Honeysuckle. I got a lesson from Honeysuckle today for you, and it is a metaphor for how you can stay healthy and pain-free and energetic for as long as you want to stay healthy and pain-free and energetic. And it is about being open versus being closed.
After I did the video, I realized I never came back to the honeysuckle metaphor, so here we go. We start closed. All nature starts closed. And what do? All nature, as it grows and expands and it expresses itself, what's it do? It pops open. And it expresses itself. And the goal of life is to fight off the closing down, because when you close down, you are done. So that is the metaphor for today.
Very simply, start with the mindset piece. 3 pillars of core wellness, right? The mindset piece. You have to keep your mind open. Once you close your mind, your body closes. Once you close your mind to new possibilities, you run the same loop over and over and over again. You have to know that you are plastic. Your brain is plastic. It's built to expand and learn new things. When you confine it, you confine everything in your life. And proven that Alzheimer's and memory problems happen quicker to a brain that runs the same loops over and over again. So expand your mind, stay open. Okay? Open mind. Next thing, open cell-to-cell communication. This has the nutrition piece to it. Whenever you have cells that are full of trans fatty acids and lots of bad animal fat, okay, lots of thick, saturated fats. I'm not saying saturated fats are bad. I'm a big fan of coconut oil. I'm a big fan of healthy saturated fats. But when you get lots of nasty fats and fats from vegetable oils, like just regular off-the-shelf crazy vegetable oil, or it's usually a mix of canola and soybeans been processed through 1,000 different machines and all that kind of stuff. That kind of stuff builds your cell membranes. If that stuff's building your cell membranes, then one cell can't talk to the other cell. The membrane is where all the communication happens. So this is about keeping your lines of cellular communication open so your cells can talk to each other. You got 75 or so trillion cells in your body that all need to talk to each other. If they're not talking to each other through the cell membranes, then communication breaks down in the body. Whenever communication breaks down in the body, the whole body breaks down. So build a healthy cell membrane. Good fats. Omega-3 fatty acids is your number one line of defense here. Okay, lots of green food. Green is where omega-3s come from originally. So lots of green food. And if you choose to eat animal products, I do recommend some kind of marine supplement, or that, because we have to get good omega-3s back into our system. Build a good cell membrane. The other thing that builds a good cell membrane is antioxidants, bioflavonoids from green food, from colorful food. These are antioxidants that keep the receptors happy on the cell membrane so they can receive the messages effectively. Okay, so that's nutrition. So good fats and lots of antioxidants, right? Next thing, of course, posture. We talk about cross posture syndrome all the time. Whenever our body closes down, and any kind of stress does this to us, whenever our body closes down, our mind closes down. Body-mind, it's the same thing. Whenever our body closes down, we throw all our muscles out of balance. And when our muscles and our joints, when our muscles get out of balance, our joints get out of balance. When our joints get out of balance, they don't move efficiently and effectively. When they don't move efficiently and effectively, pretty soon you're going to create some tissue damage. The tissue damage is going to give you pain signals to your brain. Then you're in pain. So what is the fix? The fix is not to pull the shorts. We don't want to pull the plug, pull the spark plug, or not the spark plug, but unplug the fuse from the check engine light. We want to find out, get under the hood and figure out what's wrong. And usually what's wrong is the muscles are out of balance. Okay? Now, the biggest mistake I see whenever people try to correct is they go boom, and they flare their ribs out. So you got to keep those ribs down in the front while still maintaining that intention of organically pushing away from support points, just like you did when you were an infant, because that's where it all comes from. So this is how we bring balance back into our system, pushing away from support points. This is organic posture, right? This is authentic movement. This is the way you were designed, so that's how we correct it. We don't correct it by doing this, right? I see all kinds of exercises where people are shrugging their shoulders up and back and they're leaving their head stuck out just so they can get their shoulders back. Wrong move. It's got to be a full body situation where you're pushing away from support points. Imagine support points. Imagine you're pushing away from a surface underneath your hands, pushing away. When you do that, it brings on the spiral of power that I've talked about before. Watch my shoulder. When I have the intention of pushing away here, automatically my shoulders go drop down. See that? I didn't have to think about anything. I just pushed away from a support point, an imagined support point, and I dropped down. So here I am. Imagine me laying on the floor, and I'm in like in yoga. This would be like a chaturanga position, or getting ready to do a push-up with your thumbs next to your chest line or your nipple line, right here. Boom! As soon as you push away, watch what happens in my back. Boom! Boom! Okay. You see that down and back activity just through the intention of pushing away. And remember, you have to push away from both the hand. Most importantly, you want to make sure you're not only pushing away from the outside pillar of your hand. More importantly, you need to make sure you're bearing load equally along both pillars. Whenever you're not bearing load on the thenar aspect right here, you are potentially neurodevelopmentally challenged, or should I say centrally discoordinated. So it's a very important neural development support point. That's all I'm saying. We go more into that in our course. So, well, that's it for today. Those are the three pillars, right? Stay open in your mind. Keep your cell-to-cell communication open with good nutrition, with good fats, and with good antioxidant power. Lots of raw food, lots of green food, lots of colorful food. That's what we're meant to eat in abundance. Lastly, stay open with your posture through the intention of being a child and just pushing away from support points. Remember, when you get out of that, gravity can get you and start pulling you down. And then, next thing you know, you're doing a shuffle. That's what we want to avoid. Do these things. Let me know what you think. Like our page on Facebook, Core Wellness Institute. Just search it on Facebook. Join me on Twitter, Good Posture Doc. Subscribe on YouTube, YouTube.com/Posture Doc. All these channels, there's all kinds of stuff available to you. And bless you. We'll see you next time. Have a great, great, great day. It's like a rainforest here today. It's awesome. See you later.